Hello. Yes, good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a good morning. Today is 7th of July 2020. So we'll start off with the chart on our screen. This is Euro USD 1 hour. So far, this is what we're looking at. We're looking at the possibility that the price may continue to the lower side. And the reason I'm saying that is because of these levels. We had a resistance from this point, a resistance, and then the price broke above at this point. There was that retracement, the second retracement, the third retracement, and then the price actually broke below. So now that the price is below this level, below this trend line, we actually expect it to proceed to the low side. Disregard the line you're seeing. This is fib level, the line you're seeing 23.6. Let me get it out of my screen first. So we have a level here. This is a support where the price may likely come back up to, and then you also have this level there, and then we have this level here. So these are the levels we're looking for. We're looking for price to get to this point, 1.12478 or 1.12278 or 1.11967. If the price comes to any of these levels, then those are going to be the correct places where we want to exit from. So basically, we just want a pullback and then a possible sell place. We want price to maybe retrace back slightly upwards, so that we look for a sell from that point towards the next level which we've just seen. So this is Euro USD. We'll look at GBP USD. Wait, GBP USD. GBP USD. We have it here. This is how my chart looks on the 4 hours. There's a trend line that runs all the way from this point here. So we had a resistance here, we had a resistance, and we expect price to proceed down up to this level, 1.24555. so maybe the price may pull back up before we see that move to the lower side, or it may continue down. As it is now, we still actually expect price to proceed downwards. So if you take this as the swing high and then the next one as the swing low, it means that if we take that, this is a very good retracement up to 38.2% fib level, and as it is now, we've seen around 50.0% fib level retracement, which means if the price is indeed to continue downwards, then this upward correct price to move straight up to around the swing low, which is at 1.22515. Expect price to continue up to that point. If it goes below, we'll expect a break below 23.6%, where if it breaks below, we'll expect even more movements to the lower side. So the next USD JPY, this chart looks like it's upwards, but if you check the daily chart, you can see that we actually had a sell pin bar. Look at this candle here. We had, this is a very good support. That was the first attempt, and then the price broke above just before the close of last month, and then it came back again below. That's the first sell pin bar. Yesterday we had the next sell pin bar. So this may mean we are now downwards. Expect price to proceed to the lower side up to 106.472. So look for sell positions on this chart. I recommend you keep looking for sell orders. Expect price to proceed downwards up to around 106.472. so if you sell it here, have your stop loss above this high, and then your take profit needs to be here, 106.472. the next chart we'll look at Brent oil. Brent oil so far, it's not a good sign that you're supposed to sell. As you can see, the price is upwards. We move up, but then like we keep forming higher lows. there's that move, then there's a correction. This is the lowest low so far, like the lowest low from 21st of April, and then there's this move up, and then up, and then there's down, then there is a move up, and then there's a move down, then there's a move up, and there's a move down, then we have a move up. So just look at what's happening here. It's like the price moves up, then it corrects itself but does not go below the previous low. It continues up, corrects itself but does not go below the previous low. The same thing happens here. We saw this big move up, there's a correction, but the price did not go below that low. There's a big move up, there's a correction, but this low is not lower than the previous one. There's a move up, there's a correction, but this low is not lower than the previous one. So this means potentially that we are still upwards. We are still upwards on this chart. The price may likely ascend above this trend line, retrace back, and then continue much higher. So when you see that the price has gone above this trend line, please keep looking for buy positions. Expect price to buy off, look for buy orders, wait for that pullback, and then you pick a low risk buy position. So the next chart we look at gold. Gold is here. Gold also is upwards. Gold is continuously heading to the upper side. We have the zone where we wanted price to break beyond. We had this level, and then we had another level here. So far we've seen the price gap above this level, retrace back, and as we're speaking now, this is still upwards. This is still very much upwards. So keep looking for buy positions, wait for price to pull back slightly to the lower side so that you pick a low risk buy position. As it is now, I recommend you wait for maybe some pullbacks, then you pick buy positions. So I'm not going to say much on gold except the fact that you're supposed to look for buy positions. If the price pulls back slightly, then look for those buy positions. The next chart we look at is SP500. So this is a pullback. Don't be mistaken. The sell which you're seeing now is a pullback. Overall, we are still upwards. So we had that level, we had a resistance here, a resistance. There was an attempt to break above it. Then yesterday the price actually succeeded to close above. So wait for this pullback up to this zone, then you pick a buy position up to this resistance, 35.6. So as it is now, if the price can come back up to this zone, then this should be the ideal place where you want to look for a buy from. Wait for a buy within this zone, have your stop loss below this point, and then have your take profit at 35.8. So this is a buy, this is upwards. Gold is upwards, Brent oil is upwards. USD/JPY, we've seen that there was a pin bar on the daily chart, which means the price may likely head to the lower side. And then GBP USD also is possibly downwards. And then we have Euro USD, where we're also looking for a sell. So thank you very much. That should bring us to the end of today's session. I will meet again tomorrow. So thank you, see you.